Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. It is your brother Elder Ayathon back at you with another video. And this is a video that was shared to me by one of the elders in the New York camp. And this is on this channel right here, as you can see, right here in the bottom. I'll put the link in the description. And I'm just going to jump straight to it. I'm not going to do a lot of talking. Listen to what is being said here by this lady. And the famine of the word is coming. The Most High may have us come up off of the street speakings very soon. If you notice, the Spirit got us off of the highways and byways. But the Spirit may take us off of the street speakings very soon if what this lady is saying, well, it will come to pass. The question is when. And this may happen sooner than later. So let's take a listen.
A416. Look it up. Look it up. I'm going to go over it with you right now. This bill provides for indefinite detention of unvaccinated people. So let's go over this. The New York legislation provided indefinite detention for unvaccinated at the governor's whim. In the next legislative session beginning January 5th of 2022, and this is why we're going to have border closings, okay? The New York Senate and Assembly will vote on a bill that would grant permission to remove and detain cases, contacts, carriers, or anyone suspected of presenting a significant threat to public health and remove them from public life on an indefinite basis. Okay? So they're going to capture those because you're not going to be allowed to travel. And I'm going to talk about some of the censors that have already been put in.
Yeah, so that's the main point. You heard the lady. We've been prophesying to you regarding the concentration camps, regarding the guillotines, regarding the portable coffins. We've been prophesying this for a while now, years. Of course, we're called nut jobs, but we have been speaking about this. We've been speaking about the famine of the word, and we've been prophesying about the doors of mercy being closed and how the Most High will be taking us off of the streets sooner or later. And once that happens, that's when you could pretty much close the curtains on this place. Now, I've got the bill right here, actually, in case you don't think it's real. This is Assembly Bill A416. As you can see right here is NewYorkSenate.gov. Just put this in Google and bring it up. It says relates to the removal of cases, contacts, and carriers of communicable diseases who are potentially dangerous to the public health. And as I read down, it says right here, upon determining by clear and convincing evidence that the health of others is or may be endangered by a case, contact, or carrier, or suspected case, contact, or carrier of a contagious disease that, in the opinion of the governor, meaning if he feels like it, after consultation with the commissioner, may pose an imminent and significant threat to the public health, resulting in some severe morbidity or high mortality. The governor or his or her delegate, including but not limited to the commissioner or the heads of local health departments, may order the removal and or detention of such a person or a group of such persons by issuing a single order, identifying such persons either by name or by reasonably specific description of the individuals or group being detained. Such person or group of persons shall be detained in a medical facility or other appropriate facility of premises designated by the governor or his or her delegate and complying with subdivision 5 of this section. So, in plain English, setting a scenario. Do you see how now in New York, and New York is a testing ground, this is going to spread from New York to the tri-state and all over the world. United States is what I meant, but the world as well. But right now in New York, they are arresting people. They're diving in. The police are diving in on people that are not showing their proof of being vaccinated when entering a place of business or wherever they deem you require proof of being vaccinated. Well, pretty soon it's not going to be limited to restaurants and gyms and businesses. You can't travel, period. So if you're caught out on the streets, on a corner, walking around, and they stop you and you don't have your card on you or proof, then you're liable to be detained indefinitely and who knows where. So I'm saying that to say this, that this is a famine of the word coming to pass, and this is going to be the Most High taking his men off of the streets, just like we've been saying. And that's when your doors of mercy are really closed. This circle is going to be closed off. The Most High is going to separate the inner court from the outer court, spoken about in the book of Revelation. So I've got two scriptures here. What do I have over here? I've got Amos 8:11 over here. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord. Okay, so we're not going to be on the streets, and then after that, they're going to block the internet. This is 2nd Ezra, this is 16, and this is, the point is in verse 27, but let me start at 21. It says, Behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. We just had Black Friday, man, and things were mega cheap. Mega cheap. Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, the food shortages. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. These troops out here, people out there fending for their lives, robbing and killing each other for food. And also the pestilence, that's a form of the sword. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. And this is all part of the depopulation program. Really, it's the Most High's program. We're reading about it right now. So who's doing this? The Most High. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Verse 24. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. So that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. This is how empty it's going to be in these streets. From everything that's going on, from the purges, to the troops, to the pestilence. It's going to get wild out here. Verse 28, For of a city shall there be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Okay? So, as I said earlier, we've been out here prophesying for a very long time. When the Most High brings this to pass, all we're going to be able to say is, we told you so. This is why the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said that there should be no cloak for their sins. Because we've been out there. And they called us nuts. This is Matthew 11:16. Whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows, and saying, We have piped unto you. What have we piped? These prophecies, this knowledge, so you could come closer to the Most High, and He could come closer to you. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented. Right, we told you these things were coming to pass. And you didn't lament. You didn't lament. You know? The scriptures say what? Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. We're there right now. We just had Nimrod Day. We're about to have New Year's, which is about to be canceled, which is canceled basically. It's limited. It's basically canceled. So there's no pleasure in these days. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.